Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a blow dry routine, an updated blow dry routine, and I didn't film one before because I thought I already had like a really recent one, but when I went back and looked, it was not that recent at all. So I figured today I washed my hair, so I might as well film the routine. This is my hair almost 100% dry. This is how my hair dries on its own, no product. All I have in it is heat protectant, and what I use for my heat protectant really quick is the Briogeo Rosarco Milk Reparative Leave-In Conditioning Spray. This is a leave-in, but it also has heat protectant in it, so it's just kind of like a 2-in-1. If you want to see my entire hair care routine, I will leave it linked down below, but I figure we can just get right into it and get this hair done because I look like a crazy person. First, I always start off by pinning my hair up. You can pin as much as you need to make sure that you can work in really good sections. When I went to school, we always pinned it in 6 sections. We did 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 and 6. I've been doing my hair for such a long time that I don't need to pin my hair into that many sections. I pretty much know how to manage and know what to do. 3 sections, I would say. So first I take off the bottom and I split it literally directly down the middle. I'll work on one side, then I'll work on the other side. Things that I feel like are very important are the way that you hold your brush and the way that you hold your blow dryer. So everyone is different, every hairstylist is different, and everyone kind of does it differently depending on what they're comfortable with. I always take my section and I put my brush on top of the section instead of putting my brush under the section. Putting my brush on top, I feel like I have a lot more control of the hair and I'm able to really grip it to make it super smooth. I'm not a fan of the flat iron. I've never been a fan of the flat iron. I use it every once in a while, and I have used it every once in a while when I feel like I need it, but 9 times out of 10 I don't need the flat iron. I like my hair to have lots of volume, be very bouncy, be very fluffy, very messy and tousled. That's just the type of look that I like. So I'm using my Olivia Garden Nano Thermic round brush. You can get these at Ulta and I believe like oliviagarden.com. And then this is the blow dryer that I use. This is also, details on all of these will be in my description box, as well as a video of all the products that I use in my hair care routine. So always make sure that your blow dryer has a concentrator. This is very important to make sure that your heat is concentrated through this like tiny nozzle rather than being super big and like that. So I always make sure my nozzle is on. Some people like to blow dry hair with their nozzle to the side. I personally just prefer it up and down. And what I'll do is take the section. Again, you have to work in sections that work for your hair. If you have very thick or very curly hair, you might need to work in sections that are a lot smaller. But I will first take the hair and I make sure I have a nice grip on it, and then I start to blow dry. Now the important part about how I get my blow dries to be like super bouncy and flippy like this on the ends is that you always want to make sure that as you are blowing the heat, you're spinning your brush, going between back and forth through the cold shot button and the hot, like the regular hot air. A lot of people don't use this button down here, but what this does when you hit this button and give your hair cold air, it locks in the memory of the bonds that are in your hair so that your hair actually stays like bouncy and flip like that. So I'll show you what I mean. And now I'm just gonna hit it with a cold shot. So once I let this out, instead of it being pinned straight, it kind of looks like a wave like that. And that really is all there is to it. It does take practice and it will take you time to get used to it. I'm gonna keep doing this side of my hair and then I'll show you the entire side once it's done. right, so this is how the first side will look. I should probably bring my chair up a little bit. There we go. This is how the side looks when it's done. I try not to touch it too much once I'm done with that specific section, just so it has time to cool off and stay. But this is what it looks like. Super smooth on top and then nice and bouncy on the bottom. Another tip that I have for you is to always make sure that your nozzle is pointing in the direction of your hair. So if you're ever like doing your hair like this, your hair will end up getting really frizzy. That's why a lot of people say that they can never get their hair super smooth with only a blow dryer. Make sure that your blow dryer is always following your brush like this, and you will always, like, as long as you are following and going with the way of your hair will come out smooth every time. Alright, so that is what both sides, left and right, look like. Bouncy, not flat, not super pin straight, and that is pretty much what I will do to my entire head. Keep in mind, if your hair is a lot curlier than mine, I would not recommend or suggest you letting your hair air dry at all. Like, the curlier your hair is, I would say to make sure your hair is nice and saturated in water, just because you're gonna have to fight with your hair being semi-dry and trying to straighten it, like get it straight at the same time. So anytime I'm blow drying someone else's hair, if I have a client that has curly hair, I do not ever wait for their hair to dry. But because my hair is more wavy, I can get away with it. Or the same with anyone else that has either straight or pretty wavy hair. If you don't, I would highly recommend making sure your hair is very, very saturated with water to make sure that you can get your hair as straight as possible from when it's wet to when it gets dry. I'm gonna go in and just part off the next section. I don't really measure it much. I do it in threes, and I just pin the top away. And I'm gonna do the exact same thing to these two sections that I did this down here. So here is the second section down, and then all we have to do is the top. I'm going to split right down the middle. This is where you would part your hair, wherever it is that you like your hair parted, whether if it's the sides, the middle, however. I just split mine right down the middle. My natural hair is so crazy. I feel like I look like Tarzan. And I like to start back here and work my way up to the front. And all I'll do is pin this back and away. So here is one completed side. This is what it looks like. Very, very bouncy. No curling iron, just lots of knowing how to work your blow dryer. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this side quick because my battery is dying, and then I'll be back to show you guys the end result. All right guys, so here is the final hair look. This is what my hair looks like when I'm done doing like an actual real blowout. It's super, super bouncy, just how I like it. I like lots of volume and like body to my hair. I have not gotten a haircut in a really long time, just because I know a lot of people are gonna ask me what haircut I have. I have not cut my hair, I don't remember the last time I cut my hair, to be honest. It's been a very, very, very long time. So all of these like layers and stuff have been very, very grown out. I have not cut my length, and I don't even know how long I actually need to get it cut. But every time I get it cut, or that I've gotten it cut lately, it's been just a one length and then a face frame of layers. I haven't done anything crazy, nothing like wild, no extra fancy haircut. It's literally just been a one length and then she puts a face frame in my hair. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope this was helpful for anybody that was interested on how to get a blowout like this. If you guys have any questions, leave them down below and I'll make sure I answer everyone, anything that I can do to help. So please subscribe if you guys haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.